Jorge Masvidal in a recent interview was very critical of Leon Edwards' performance against Nate Diaz. He said that he doesn't have the grit and meanness to be a top contender. Speaking to MMA Fighting, he went on to say it was a good fight. Good performance, I thought. Leon does what he does and he keeps asking for more money and more things. But he's not a finisher. He's not a fighter. He was winning happily and he wasn't willing to put himself in a risk to go out there and get those finishes. That's why I don't think he's in the position that he wants to be in. Because he's not going out and fighting every second of every minute. So he's a very skilled guy. But he doesn't have the grit and the meanness in him to go out there and be a top contender the way he should. Leon Edwards reacted to Jorge Masvidal's comments and posted this on his Twitter saying, "That boy awake. The last time he said that he got put to sleep." Jorge Masvidal responded back saying, "Say it to my face. # 3-piece in a soda." Conor McGregor recently sent a warning to Dustin Poirier. He posted this on his Instagram with the caption, "25 days, I'll finish the job." A 3-round heavyweight bout between Curtis Blades vs Jairzinho Rozenstruik has been targeted for UFC 266. Curtis Blades is coming off a KO loss to Derek Lewis, and Jairzinho Rozenstruik is coming off a TKO win over Augusto Sakai. A 3-round heavyweight bout between Iwan Cutelaba vs Devin Clark has been targeted for a UFC card on September 18th. Iwan Cutelaba is coming off a split draw to Dustin Jacoby, and Devin Clark is coming off a submission loss to Anthony Smith. A 3-round heavyweight bout between Khalil Rountree Jr. vs Modestas Bukakas has been targeted for a UFC card on September 4th. Khalil Rountree Jr. is coming off a unanimous decision loss to Massim Porcino, and Modestas Bukakas is coming off a split decision loss to Michal Olasheshek. A 3-round heavyweight bout between Tanner Bossa vs Ovin St. Preux has been targeted for a UFC card on June 26th. Tanner Bossa is coming off a split decision loss to Ilia Latifi, and Ovin St. Preux is coming off a TKO loss to Jamaha Hill.
Your whole family my fan though. You can have full-blown AIDS. Oh! You can have her, she's full-blown AIDS.
Michael Bisping on the Believe in Me podcast gives his thoughts on Leon Edwards' performance against Nate Diaz.
Anyway, so here we go, people's main event, or as some people called it, the Coco main event, the Coco. Diaz versus Edwards. I mean, Leon Edwards, what are you doing? What are you doing? He dominated that fight. Don't get me wrong. And Diaz is so tough, you know what I mean? And he made it so entertaining throughout the whole time. Every time he kind of like messing around, turning his back and all the antics, and he was talking to him and things like that. So Diaz is so tough, and he makes every fight exciting. You know, that's why he's got so many fans. But Edwards was dominating that fight, and it was almost like he couldn't do anything wrong. You know, I mean, when they clinched, he took him down with authority, beat him up on the ground, like opened him up like crazy with those elbows, kicked the out of his leg. And again, I'll say one more time, Diaz is so tough because he was a mess, you know what I mean? But he still carried on with the games and the antics and the showmanship, which is great. I love to see it. But then he f***s up in the 5th round and almost gets knocked unconscious, you know? So it's like not the worst scenario for Leon Edwards, because the worst scenario, obviously, had he got knocked out or lost the fight. Of course, that's the worst scenario. But Leon needed to go out there and beat Nate Diaz, take all of his fans, and then become a household name in mixed martial arts. But unfortunately now, the narrative isn't all about the 4.5 rounds of extreme dominance that Leon Edwards put on him. Because he did. He dominated, a great fighter, world-class fighter, guy that has legions of fans all over them. Dominated him and made it look kind of easy, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
but but the narrative now is that had there been one more round, Nate would have knocked him out. Had this been on the street, Leon would have been done for. Now the narrative is, I can't wait to see Nate Diaz. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Leon went out there and beat him, but they're all talking about Nate Diaz, so I really feel for Leon in this situation. It's boiling. It's like a furnace. Sweltering. What else? What else? What else?
Kenny Florian on the Anik Florian Podcast gives his thoughts on Brandon Moreno's win over Deiveson Figueiredo.
His last fight against Figueiredo, you see it, and you see it that it's very apparent and very possible. And then he comes in and delivers maybe twice as good of a performance that he did last time. He won every single round. He is a study in beautiful fundamentals. He does all the little things properly. and he was consistent, he was persistent, he was aggressive, and he put on a show because of it, man. What a stud. I'm so happy for that guy. And now he's that great kid who happens to be a great fighter and is now a world champion in the UFC. It's an amazing story.
Boys and girls, just got done with a little over 7 miles here on the trail. 3 laps at Percy Warner Park on the trail. Reminds me of 3 things. Reminds me of, I think, the greatest communicator, the greatest showman, the greatest actor of all time, Matthew McConaughey said. 3 important things: something to look up to, something to look forward to, and something to chase. And just like him, I look up to the good Lord above, the wellspring by which all my blessings are given. 2 capable arms, 2 capable legs to be out here on the trail. Secondly, what I look forward to, my beautiful wife, Bree, my son, Hap, the purest joy, the most perfect epitome of love, selflessness, happiness I ever could have asked for. And the third thing, what I chase, what I look to every single day, the one I'm chasing, and that's me. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the husband I want to be, the father I want to be, the athlete I want to be, the man I want to be, the businessman I want to be, the influence that I want to be, the platform that I want to be for you guys. So, have something to look up to, something to look forward to, and something to chase. God bless you guys. I'll see you at the top. Walk on.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just seen your Biggie Boy here. Guess what? I'm signing a new deal with the UFC. Another 6 fight. Excited. And also this fight with Curtis Blades. I mean, yeah, it's crazy and things going real fast. I'm excited. The new chapter of my life, and let's do it. Let's go. I hope you guys are excited too, so stay tuned.
Camp Casa underway. August 7th, let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, Adi. I love the ride.
What? What'd you say? You getting smart there?